Hello there, my very good friends. On today's wrestling news, Tony Khan has been accused of ghosting Chris Jericho.
Big details on the future of Claudio Castagnoli.
Chris Statlander believes AEW's women's division is on the come up.
And Drew McIntyre wants Cody Rhodes' ass. I'm Adam Wilborn.
King of social media.
Yeah, and this is the after news.
Drew, not us. We're bad.
No.
We're crap. Social media is where I go when I want to be insulted by people for daring to offer the slightest little criticism for their favourite wrestling.
Yeah, don't stick your head above the parapet, mate.
Yeah. Just be nice. Just say, no constructive criticism allowed. Let's talk about Tony Khan.
Yes.
Ghosting Chris Jericho. Look, full disclosure, it's Jake Hager.
Oh, okay.
He's
I only
back.
sort of half read this story.
He's
Went, what?
back. So yeah, a few weeks ago we did the original stuff when he was on Chris Van Vliet, and he was talking about Tony bursting into the office. What was it? He burst into a meeting and he was like, "I'll put you on the undercard.
Put you to 6-man or something, wasn't it?
Sting, you piece of trash. I'm going to demote you."
That was the same pod as well, where he said, "I want to do the I Am Groot, but I like this hat."
Yeah. So he told the Tony Khan story that was probably not real. And then, Dax and Cash, they immediately said it was fake. And then he offered the worst idea I've maybe ever heard. Poor guy. I like this hat. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Cool. Now, apparently now Tony Khan is ghosting Chris Jericho, he said. This was on the unscripted show, Sportskeeda. Jake Hager said, even Chris Jericho, he would tell me that Tony would not respond to his messages for like 2 weeks. And he said that this gave the impression that the AEW was no longer a priority for Tony. What? That's the most mental part of all of this.
Yeah.
Because
I'd say Fulham's less of a priority.
yeah, ask literally any Fulham fan alive. They will tell you, what do you think is more of a priority for the club's owner, Fulham or AEW? They're gonna say AEW.
Half the replies I see on Fulham FC's tweets are people saying, "Why don't you sign this wrestler, Tony?"
Yeah, why haven't you signed anyone, Tony? What's going on?
Yeah, there's
What's
not many
going on?
like Brian McBride stands in the replies.
Yeah, exactly.
Should be more.
Tim Ream getting involved. But he also spoke a little bit about them not doing production meetings. They stopped doing production meetings. They stopped doing anything that made the show timely, blah, 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 blah. We would be waiting around till like 5 p.m. to find out what we're doing that day. And like, what live television show does that? Only one with money behind it. Actually, that sounds a lot like WWE under Vince McMahon, doesn't it?
I can think of one, yeah.
I felt like for a while, actually, in like the 2010s, every single week, we would come on and it would be like, they didn't know what they were doing until the show went on the air.
Yeah, if Raw was a little bit weird this week, I say this week all the time, it's because, the show was changed 10 minutes into the show.
Yeah. And don't get us wrong, that's not a good way to run a show.
No.
I
I also don't think that's necessarily what's going on in AEW, obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
He's not necessarily a reliable narrator.
Yeah, not the best. But it's quite funny. Like, I just think this is funny, so that's why we're talking about it.
For once, I'm not going to pass an opinion on this story because I'm as guilty as anyone for ghosting people just because I'm really crap at replying. Like, most of my replies to close family and friends are, "Sorry for the delay in replying," and there's not a reason behind it. It's not like, "Sorry, I lost my phone," or I've been, in another South American country, so I couldn't reply. I'm just bad at replying. I just get through my day, go to do the replies, and go. Or I could look at Instagram Reels and fall asleep in bed. So, no judgment here, Tony. He's a busy man.
I'm the exact same. Unless it's Mrs. Murray, or my mum, or my sister, or my brother-in-law, there's a good chance that if you message me, it will probably be a couple of days. Purely because, number one, I actually, having read into this, I think it's something to do with anxiety.
That makes sense.
And number two, also, sometimes I'll be lazy and I forget.
Yeah.
And
if I text someone back, then they might text me back, and that's more bloody work.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, if it's vital, if it's like, "Hey, do you want to go to the pub tomorrow?"
Yeah.
I'll reply before tomorrow, obviously. 2 weeks is quite excessive, I will say. But also, Jake Hager seems to have an axe to grind.
Yes, and also, just pure speculation on my behalf here. If Tony's in the midst of, the build to All In, let's say, the biggest moment of their entire year, arguably their last few years, this culmination of this Death Rider story and Hangman Page and what have you, top of his priority list is not Chris Jericho saying, "When do you want me to come back and what do you want me to do?"
Yes.
So, I don't know. I'm not defending it or justifying it because, as I say, I'm as guilty as anyone else.
Yeah.
But it is also funny to think considering the way Chris Jericho carries himself, him having like like you fire 3 bullets in a message and you're like, well, I guess this person's never replying to me again.
And also, by all accounts...
Hey, did you get my last message?
Yeah. By all accounts as well, Chris Jericho and Tony Khan have a good relationship.
Yeah.
Also, another part of this, why would you leave it 2 weeks? You work with this man, you see him every week. If you message him on Friday, he didn't get a reply, you go up to him on Wednesday or whenever you're at the show and go, hey, did you see my message?
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense. What would you do if your boss ghosted you?
My normal strategy if someone hasn't replied is send a funny meme.
Yeah.
Saying, thinking of you when I saw this.
Yeah.
Usually gets a response then.
Yeah, it does. My boss sits 5 meters away from me, so that'd be easy.
Yeah.
Just go, oi!
Hey!
Ghost!
Hey, buddy!
Piss off, ghost, in the words of Korg.
But people will send me messages on our work Slack and still have to walk up to me and say, have you seen my message? And I go, what's this?
What do you mean?
Sorry.
Yeah, but sometimes Slack just doesn't send you a notification.
And Slack users will know the
Yeah.
golden days, not the noise that triggers me, right? But with the little number in the bottom that just says, "Don't forget you got a message."
Yeah.
Why did they change that?
Yeah.
It really annoys me.
You sucks.
Sorry, I'm off topic here.
Slack, more like suck. Anyway.
So, from ghosts to horses?
What?
Right, let's talk about the future of Claudio Castagnoli. Bit of a panic the other day, or recently I should say. This reporting come from, more brilliant reporting from Fightful. Claudio missed a planned date for AEW at their Grand Slam show in Mexico, and people went, uh-oh, his contract's running out. What's going on here?
This was a few weeks ago. Yeah.
People worried about that, whether he was injured, whether he was sidelined. Obviously, since then, he's been back kicking ass.
Yeah.
So, full reassurance on this one. He's been featured heavily. They've been following up with inquiries, have Fightful. And sources in AEW told them that he has a substantial amount of time left on his contract. And Tony Khan has made it pretty clear that he wants Claudio to be there for...
Claudio.
And Jay White, apparently. To be there for a long time. Yeah, sorry, the reason why people panicked is because they saw that missed date and then went, that's 3 years.
Must be gone.
That's good. What? I mean, it would have been a huge surprise if...
This chair just farted, man.
Oh, God, these bloody chairs. I cannot wait to burn them all.
That was disgusting. At least when a chair farts, it doesn't come with the smell.
Indeed.
Sorry.
It's okay. But... yeah, people panicked about the sort of dates of all that, but he's heavily featured week in, week out. He's a major part of this Death Rider storyline as it continues to develop with like Daniel Garcia joining the group, of course, last week. He's going nowhere.
Yeah. It's Claudio. He's been great in this role. This role is probably not the push that a lot of people might want for Claudio. Like, there's still a bit of a clamor for him to be like presented as the guy somewhere.
Big champion in ROH, of course.
Yeah, and he's a great wrestler, but I think he's been phenomenal in this role. In terms of the Death Riders, he comes off like an evil twat. Like he's ruthless.
You were saying the other day, weren't you, how it's arguably it's been most beneficial for like him and Marina Shafir.
Yeah. Marina, I think, is the number one beneficiary of the Death Riders, but Claudio is doing really good work. He comes across like a cold-hearted, ruthless ass. He's great at it.
His solution is just like, oh, don't agree with Death Riders here. What if I break your back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What if I'll just kill you, man?
I've never met a man I can't swing.
Yeah. He's a beast.
Yeah.
He's an animal. It's a really good role for him. I think that AEW is a better fit for him than WWE.
I agree.
I think he's had a good run. It's Claudio, man. If he stayed there until he retired, I think that would be cool.
And I think he could transition brilliant into a producer, although it could be a little bit, and this is not me poo-pooing him by any stretch of the imagination, it could be a little bit, when like really good footballers become managers, and they're just like right, what you need to do is do this, and players are like, I can't do that because I'm not you.
Yeah.
I still think one of Claudio's best move is not the like uppercut or the giant swing or anything like that. I really like it when he just stops a move during the move, if that makes sense. Like, oh, no, we're not going there. I think he's a freak, as Kevin Steen said.
One of the strongest men in wrestling.
Yeah. I mean, I could kick his ass, but,
Shout out to Daniel Garcia. Did you see Daniel Garcia's attire on Collision this week?
I didn't see this.
Okay, so black shorts, black shorts, black boots, loose black shorts. He is dressed exactly like Jon Moxley did when Jon Moxley ripped the nut cigarette in that video that went viral a year or so ago. What an outfit choice that is. He fired again! Bloody cheer. I'm sorry at home.
Just when I thought Daniel Garcia couldn't get any sexier. God damn it.
It's good. It's good stuff. Daniel Garcia, good role for him.
I'm excited to see what they do next with this story.
Me too.
It's not a great start.
It's a bit bittersweet, I'll tell you, because like I love Daniel Garcia as the babyface. I think he's great at it. However, his chemistry with Moxley is crazy good. So
also, a little bit of backstage information from my sources, and by that I mean me. I saw Daniel Garcia chatting to Mark Henry backstage at Sweet Chin Disco in London. So presumably Mark told him, kill Darby Allin.
yeah, there you go.
So you heard it here first.
So you telling me that we're building to Daniel Garcia versus Mark Henry?
Yeah.
Forbidden Door.
Or Mark Henry's going to join the Death Riders.
Why not? Why the heck not?
Somebody's going to get their ass kicked.
Do we get him back to do one more? It's time for the main event. I missed those. Those were fun.
I love that, man.
Those one. Well, looks like there's been enough talk. Every week, it was awesome. I love stuff like that.
Did I do it on tour a couple of times? Yes, I did.
Yeah, you have to. You have to. Shout out to Mark Henry. And shout out to Chris Statlander.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of powerhouses, she has been just speaking about the AEW Women's Division very highly. Big praise. Talking about its current state. Sports Illustrated, the interview, the conversation. Ahead of All Out, where she's in a four-way for the Women's World Title. Toni Storm, Willow Nightingale, and Tekla are the other people involved in that. You know what I want to see? I want to see Tekla do the spider and Chris Statlander immediately just pick her up. Like, and then go, get in the bin. Obviously, do a
What if
wrestling.
you splash someone whilst they're doing the spider?
Yeah, it's probably not going to be good for your back.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't do that.
I just thought then, that's really bad,
You
actually.
just like kick their legs out. Just go, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing? You're not a spider. You're a human being.
I just catch them under a glass.
Yeah. The bit of
Giant
paper.
glass with Tekla.
That's the technique. You get a bit of paper, slide it under the glass, and then you flick it. You flick it out the door.
Don't kill them. They've got a job to do.
Flick it away.
Because you don't want the webs in the house, which is fair enough.
Yeah. It's like bees. I'll always respect bees.
Yeah.
Apparently bees die, so will the planet.
Yeah. That chair keeps
You know, I
farting.
thought we got rid of the bad chair. This one's
Yeah.
bad too. But yeah.
Trade offer.
Yeah.
No longer creaky chair. Farty chair
Fart
instead.
chair. I tell you what, we've only got a few more weeks left. We're swapping, man. You're getting this for
Yeah.
a few weeks, you piece of crap.
Then I can hide my own emissions, so that's fine.
Yeah, we do.
Blame it on the chair.
We do be burping in
Yeah.
this office, to be fair. But anyway, Chris Statlander, she's talking about the women's division, right?
Oh, yeah.
Here's what she said. I want to see more things that get people so invested in that they want to see us at the top of the card every single night. And that's not necessarily just a put us in the main event type thing. I think people need to draw passion from themselves into their performances, and I think we are getting to that point where people are caring so much about what we're putting out there, and things are getting more heated. Things are getting more excited. She continued. People are more invested in the women's division than ever before, and I want more big blow-off matches and more street fights. Why not? The girls love to go nuts. The girls love going crazy. More street fights, tag titles, blood and guts, maybe mixed tag stuff more often, stuff like that. I agree with all of those things. I totally agree with her.
Yeah.
I think actually every single time it seems there's like a hardcore street fight or whatever gimmick is attached to a match in the AEW Women's Division, kicks ass.
Her and Willow kind of set the bar for that one, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta say I agree with
The
her
bunny
too.
back in the day,
Yeah.
kicking ass.
I had fun with the Philly street fight last week.
Yeah, where's the? I always go back to the Ricky Starks Brian Cage exchange when it comes to
Ooh, yeah.
Philly street fights. Where the Philly street fight at? In Philly, you big dumb. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, no, good. Like I agree with her. I think the division's healthier than it's ever been. I think there's always still room for improvement.
Yeah.
But I also think they're at the point now where the roster has so many great workers on it, you could just do a Continental Classic too.
I agree.
Like, you could easily come up with 12 names that are ass kickers, and you'd probably have a bunch left over as well. It's in a good place, and yeah, look, it's never going to be perfect. Nothing's ever perfect, but it's a lot better than it was when it started.
Yeah, and it seems like that is being reflected as well in the booking. You got 2 women's matches on Dynamite last week, which was a nice surprise. I just hope that continues going forward. I think that's arguably what Chris is alluding to there as well. You've obviously got the 3-hour special September to Dismember or whatever it's called this week. So hopefully another 2 women's matches on that. 2 more weeks and we end Ladies' Night. We've been doing that for 6 years now on the podcast.
You're killing it.
We need 4 consecutive weeks of 2 women's matches that cannot be just a squash, basically.
Okay, so not like back in the day when there might be a Jade Cargill.
Exactly.
Squash a Rooney.
2 proper length wrestling matches with women in them,
4
and we
weeks.
end the game in 4 consecutive weeks. We've got 1 so far. We like that bloke who cuts his hair after Man United win 5 games.
He's gonna look like old Father Time by the end of this. Chief, you're taking that here for the rest of your life.
It is great. It's proper like out here now. It looks
I
amazing.
might do that. Imagine I'd look like Devin Townsend. You ever seen him before?
I think I know who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah. Let me Google a picture of him.
But yeah, do you know what? It's really nice to see that in both companies, I'd say, the women's divisions are just so strong right now. There he is, yep. just fighting the good fight.
Ben Roy, put an image of Devin Townsend on the screen. Thank you.
Yeah, you know, you've got such depth across the board, even down in like NXT, for example. The women's divisions are doing great guns, and I think Chris is right. They should be given more opportunities.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that people like her and Willow are the perfect examples of that, to where they've got to get the big belt at some point. Willow especially. Willow is biggest babyface in the company type potential, and plenty of time to do it. But I would do it.
Really like what they've done with Tekla so far. I think she's been a great addition too.
The Toxic Spider.
Toxic Spider, indeed.
Triangle of Madness. There you go.
But from triangles to ass. Cody Rhodes' ass, to be specific. So obviously Cody returned. Spoilers. Although, what are you doing?
Cody 3 days ago.
Cody Rhodes returned on SmackDown and laid down the challenge for Drew McIntyre at WrestlePalooza. And Drew responded by posting a video on X of him presumably leaving the arena because the fans were chanting at him and shouting his name and what have you. And he drove past all these fans playing Cody Rhodes' theme, shouting 1 week, which it is. It's less than 1 week, of course, until WrestlePalooza. And he tweeted it with the caption, "The Rock wants Cody's soul, I want his ass." Never changed, Drew.
Driving past a group of fans playing the music is good stuff.
Yeah. I also really like he sort of floors it at the perfect time. Yeah. Presumably the gate opens or whatever, and he's like, off into the night dreaming of Cody's ass.
There you go. He did reply immediately going, wait, which was quite funny. He's the best at social media, isn't he?
He's awesome.
And who's better than Drew at social media?
What was this, the one from Mania this year? Bored at Work, lol.
Yeah. And then Still Bored at Work.
That was it, yes.
Yeah. He's great at socials. He was doing all the punk stuff, obviously, with the tombstone and all that. He's great at socials. I cannot think off the top of my head of anyone better. The late, great Mad Kurt, rest in peace, was the absolute god of this stuff. Rest in peace to the great man. He was tremendous.
Yeah. I'm excited to see if Eddie Kingston gets back to it.
Oh gosh, yeah, redeem these nuts. I don't think he's going to be back on Twitter in the same capacity, but he's posting DMX songs on Instagram every day, so you can follow him over there.
Okay.
Actually, Instagram was where he answered Big Bill's challenge.
It is. It's weird. Okay.
Yeah. It's not the way I would have done it, but
no,
look, he's my favourite American wrestler, so I can't be mad. I can't be sad.
Yeah, whatever we got, he could have announced it on Tout for all I care, as long as he's coming back.
Yeah, in a cameo video to John O'Groats.
The Wheelstone Raider.
Hey,
I'll give it you.
What's up, Wheelstone Raider? It's Eddie Kingston here.
That's a celebrity match I'd like to see.
You want some? I'll give you.
He's on a new advert, isn't he?
Yeah.
For like
this chair is seriously cooked. I'm so sorry, video people.
It's a lot. So the other day, I think people were concerned about mine and Hamlet's bones because it sounded like we were creaking throughout.
Yeah, we got rid of that chair. We put a new one in, and guess what? The new one's crap as well.
Should we just do it like that? I'll do it standing.
All right.
There you go.
All right. Squat, man. Pop a squat.
Check out the morning news.
Probably out of focus.
Talking all about Andrade.
Yeah. Andrade's in it. He's done. He's causing problems. Check the video that's really awkwardly crammed in now. We'll be squatting tomorrow. Build up them glutes, baby. See you later. Bye.